Have anyone remember the Smiling Critters? I have. The show is made by Mob Entertainment, and they are 8 character critters named Bubba Bubba, Kickin' Chicken, Picky Piggy, Hoppy Hopscotch, Bobby Bear Hug, Dog Day, Crafty Corn, and Catnap. But anyways, let's begin with the story. It all started when I was at Domino's Pizza, ordering myself a pizza, and my order of my pizza was onion and mushroom pizza. So I ordered and paid with my money and took my pizza home. And when I got home, I took my pizza and bring it into the house and eat it. When I was eating my pizza, I got a notification from Girl45 Productions. He sent me a video, and the video named was Life with Me Alternate Ending. What? Did Girl45 Productions made this alternate ending? I asked myself in confused. So, I was got to watch after I ate pizza. After when I finished my pizza, I then turned on TV and watched the alternate ending of the video. Before I was watching the alternate ending video, there was warning, and it read,
"Warning. The following of the alternate ending video, which was not been subtitled for younger viewers, contain blood, death, and horror. Please don't watch it at your own risk. Viewer discretion is advised."
Oh boy. Here we go again. I muttered and groaned, and the video then finally started. The video finally started when the critters, Mia and Dark Bowser Jr. are ready to fight Dry Spiny. When Dry Spiny tried to grab Hoppy Hopscotch, Dog Day uses the fireball on Dry Spiny, while Dry Spiny do a roll ball at Rat confronting Dry Spiny as he punched Dry Spiny. Mia then transformed into Unishi Hulk as she roared at Dry Spiny. Then Mia then punched Dry Spiny. Bubba Bubba, the critters, Mia, and Dark Bowser Jr. are confronting Dry Spiny that he will never win. Then Dry Spiny then pulled out the golden mushroom. The critters are shocked as he has the golden mushroom. Then Dry Spiny ate the golden mushroom. When he ate the golden mushroom, he then transformed Dry Spiny into powerful Dry Spiny. Bubba Bubba are confronted Dry Spiny. After when Bubba Bubba confronting Dry Spiny, the critters, Mia and Dark Bowser Jr. then pulled the same golden mushroom just like Dry Spiny was. Then they ate the golden mushrooms and they becoming powerful. Catnap then use his laser eyes at Dry Spiny. Then Kickin' Chicken, Hoppy Hopscotch and Picky Piggy then throws and punch at Dry Spiny. And finally, Mia and Dark Bowser Jr. then punch and throws at Dry Spiny and fell him to the ground, losing his power. Dry Spiny eyes are shrink and shocked when he loses his power. The critters, Mia, and Dark Bowser Jr. are confronted Dry Spiny again as Bubba Bubba then said this to Dry Spiny.
"Just face it, Dry Spiny. You're done. Now you are finished."
Bubba Bubba berated. Then Dry Spiny didn't even say anything, and there was actually silence for about 20 seconds. Dry Spiny then growled at the critters, making a evil face. I was really so confused about what was gotta to happen. When Dry Spiny are confronting the critters, Mia and Dark Bowser Jr. was tell them they are finished. His eyes are now starting to glow red, making a evil grin on his face. Instead of Dry Spiny getting grounded by his parents, Dry Spiny said this as his voice turns to a creepy demonic effect in the final film.
"You know what, you critters?
Dry Spiny said. The critters, Mia, and Dark Bowser Jr. shocked and gasped in horror as what Dry Spiny turning evil.
"Wait, what?"
Bubba Bubba gasped.
"Oh no!"
Bobby Bear Hug shouting in fear.
"Jesus Christ."
Mia screamed. I was shocked that Mia actually said Jesus Christ in the video.
What are you gonna do?"
Kickin' Chicken questioned in fear. Dry Spiny replied, then pulled out a gun in his left hand, and he had a chainsaw in his right hand. The critters, Mia, and Dark Bowser Jr. shocked in horror as what Dry Spiny pulled out some dangerous weapons.
"Oh my God! Dry Spiny! Where do you get all these weapons from?"
Dog Day gasped and feared. I was really shocked as what Dog Day actually said God in the video, just like Mia when said Jesus Christ.
Well, you see, critters, I had those weapons in the garage of my house, and now you guys are about to get killed by me, and there's no one can stop me now.
Dry Spiny replied.
Well, looks like we're doomed, guys.
Picky Piggy muttered.
Now, if you excuse me, critters, I've got to kill everyone in the Great Wolf Lodge.
Dry Spiny said. Just then, Dry Spiny then went inside to the Great Wolf Lodge building. He then pulls the trigger and said to everyone in the building,
Now put your hands up.
Dry Spiny ordered. He then shooted everyone in the Great Wolf Lodge building as they are now dead. People in the Great Wolf Lodge screaming in agony as they were being murdered and shooted to death. The critters, Mia, and Dark Bowser Jr. gasped in horror as what Dry Spiny is doing. After when Dry Spiny shot at everyone in the Great Wolf Lodge building, Dry Spiny then went outside to the building, and tell the critters and confront them.
Alright, you critters, you're next.
Dry Spiny ordered.
Guys, I think there's only one thing we had to do.
Bubba Bubba said quietly.
What is it?
Crafty Corn replied.
Run for your lives!
Bubba Bubba yelled in fear. The critters, Mia, and Dark Bowser Jr. are running while Dry Spiny was about to kill them. Just then, Hoppy Hopscotch still running for his life, as Dry Spiny then sliced Hoppy Hopscotch's head off, and Hoppy Hopscotch's head falls to the ground. Dry Spiny then grabbed Pop Fox by his head and Pop Fox then looked up and saw Dry Spiny.
Hey, let go of my head!
Pop Fox told Dry Spiny.
Now, Pop Fox, are you really good at singing?
Dry Spiny said to Pop Fox.
Well, yeah, I'm really great at singing.
Pop Fox answered Dry Spiny.
Oh, really? Now let me hear you sing.
Dry Spiny said to Pop Fox. Pop Fox then starts to sing at Dry Spiny, but just then, Dry Spiny then twisted Pop Fox's head, and all I can hear the sound of bones breaking, and then Pop Fox fell to the floor and died, and it cut to Dog Day still running for his life, but just then, Dry Spiny then appeared out of nowhere and strangled Dog Day. Dog Day then starts gagging and choking as he was being strangled.
Now, Edna, I want to get some sunlight.
Dry Spiny told Dog Day. He then pull out a magnifying glass and puts the magnifying glass in Dog Day's eyes, causing two eyes to burn. Dog Day scream as his eyes are burn, and then Dry Spiny starts strangle Dog Day again as he starts gagging and choking again. Dog Day then close his eyes and loses his breath, and Dog Day fell to the floor died, and it cut to Mia was running for his life. Just then, Dry Spiny then jumped in front of Mia and then he pulled out a chainsaw.
Now, Mia, say your last words.
Dry Spiny told Mia.
No. Dry Spiny. Don't kill me. I'm an innocent mother.
Mia told Dry Spiny, but Dry Spiny didn't say anything. Just then, Dry Spiny then starts chainsawed Mia as green blood starts splatter everywhere. Mia screamed in pain as he was being chainsawed to death, and it cut to Dark Bowser Jr. was still running for his life just like the critters, but just then, Dry Spiny then appeared out of nowhere and confronted Dark Bowser Jr.
Alright, Dark Bowser Jr. You're next.
Dry Spiny told Dark Bowser Jr.
Dry Spiny. No. Please. Don't do this to me.
Dark Bowser Jr. told Dry Spiny. Just then, Dry Spiny then pulled out a flamethrower and burns Dark Bowser Jr.'s face off. Dark Bowser Jr. then let out a realistic blood-curdling scream as his face has burned off, and it cut to Picky Piggy was still running for his life just like the critters was. Just then, Dry Spiny then appeared out of nowhere and Dry Spiny had a frying pan in his hand.
Alright, you keep hungry, Hop. Time for you to get your pickle.
Dry Spiny said to Picky Piggy.
What? Bacon?
Picky Piggy questioned in fear. Just then, Dry Spiny then grabbed Picky Piggy into a frying pan and puts Picky Piggy into the stove.
Try Spiny! Don't turn on the stove! I warning you!
Picky Piggy yelled and told Dry Spiny in fear.
I'm sorry, foolish piggy, but you gotta have bacon for breakfast.
Dry Spiny told Picky Piggy. He then turned on the stove and cooks Picky Piggy and cooks her into bacon. Picky Piggy screamed in anguish as he was being cooked. The scream then fades out as Picky Piggy had turned into bacon. Dry Spiny eats the bacon out of Picky Piggy, and it cut to Bobby Bear Hug was running for his life. Just then, Dry Spiny then took a brick and threw the brick at Bobby Bear Hug's head, and blood was coming out Bobby Bear Hug's head, but the blood was not fake, the blood was definitely realistic. Bobby Bear Hug groaned in pain as his head bleeding. All of a sudden, Dry Spiny then jumped out of nowhere, and he had an evil smile on his face. Bobby Bear Hug then wake up and saw Dry Spiny and his eyes shrinked in shock.
What? Dry Spiny? What is that for?
Bobby Bear Hug confronted Dry Spiny. Dry Spiny told Bobby Bear Hug, as he pulled out a knife and jumped in front of Bobby Bear Hug and stabbed her in the eye. Bobby Bear Hug screamed in pain as his eye was stabbed, but the screaming wasn't fake. The screaming was definitely real as the actor of Bobby Bear Hug when she broke his ankle. After when he stabbed Bobby Bear Hug in the eye, Dry Spiny then rips off Bobby Bear Hug's head as blood was leaking out of her, and it cut to Kickin' Chicken was still running faster in his life. Just then out of nowhere, Dry Spiny then grabbed Kickin' Chicken as he took Kickin' Chicken into the fryer. Dry Spiny said to Kickin' Chicken.
What? I'm not going to McDonald's!
Kickin' Chicken said to Dry Spiny. Dry Spiny said, just then, Dry Spiny then kicked Kickin' Chicken into the fryer, cooking him into chicken nuggets. Kickin' Chicken screamed in realistic pain as he was being fried, and the scream faded out as he now turned into chicken nuggets. Just then, Dry Spiny gobbled the chicken nuggets out of Kickin' Chicken. Once he finished eating the chicken nuggets out of Kickin' Chicken, he then turned to the camera with an evil smile on his face. Dry Spiny said, and it cut to Catnap still running faster in his lives. Just then, Dry Spiny then punched Catnap in the nose and fell him to the ground, and Catnap's nose was bleeding with realistic blood in his nose. Just then out of nowhere, Dry Spiny then appeared out of nowhere, and confronted Catnap. Dry Spiny said to Catnap, but just then, Dry Spiny then pulled out a knife and stabbed Catnap as blood splattered everywhere. Catnap screamed as he was being stabbed, but Catnap didn't scream like himself. He literally screamed like Burger and Fry's cat scream, as Catnap then fell to the ground dying. I was really shocked as I saw Dry Spiny killed Catnap. Catnap? No! I yelled in tears. Now Bubba Buffant and Crafty Corn will only two critters left to killed. Just then, Dry Spines then charged at Bubba Buffant, making him to fall to the ground. Dry Spiny said to Bubba Buffant. Bubba Buffant then looked at Crafty Corn as he said the final words.
Crafty Corn, run for your lives. Run now.
Just then, Dry Spiny then grabbed at Bubba Buffant and threw her into the quicksand, causing him to sink. Bubba Buffant screamed as he was sinking. While he was sinking, the arm of Bubba Buffant had showed in the quicksand as Bubba Buffant was no more. Just then, Crafty Corn was running faster than ever in his life, but just then, Dry Spiny then charged at Crafty Corn and punched her in their face. Just then, Dry Spiny then walked up to Crafty Corn as Dry Spiny then said,
Well, Crafty Corn, it looks like your time is up, and I killed all of your critters, especially your mom and Dark Bowser Jr., and now, get ready to kill your white horse.
Dry Spiny then pulled out a chainsaw and walked towards Crafty Corn as Crafty then said,
No! Dry Spiny! Please don't kill me! I'm an innocent unicorn! Please don't kill me! For once! No! No! No!
And the screen cuts to black, and all I can hear was blood spluttering, Crafty Corn screaming, and Dry Spiny demonic laughter. Then it fades out to Crafty Corn's dead corpses. Dry Spiny then look at Crafty Corn's dead body, as Dry Spiny then said as his voice then turn normal and his eyes are back to normal.
Yes. Finally I kill the critters, especially me and Dark Bowser Jr. This is what they get for trying to fight me. And now I will go to destroy their vacation and ruin it for good. Now say goodbye to this hotel building.
Dry Spiny said. Dry Spiny then light the match and throws the match at the building and cause the building on fire. I was really shocked as what Dry Spiny did, as my eyes are now paled white. What? How did the Great Wolf Lodge building on fire? Great Wolf Lodge is my favorite place, I said in shocked. Just then, Dry Spines then walked off screen and it showed the Great Wolf Lodge building on fire. After the Great Wolf Lodge building on fire, it faded to black. Then it showed the newspaper, and it says, "The smiling critters, Mia, and Dark Bowser Jr. found dead outside in Great Wolf Lodge." I was really puzzled of this newspaper. Then the newspaper faded out, and then the credits rolled. Instead of the happy rock music, the music was played was Exhilarate by Kevin MacLeod. After the credits, it shown Dry Spiny stared at the camera, and the text is above Dry Spiny and reads, "I am coming for you," and the scene that faded to black and the video then finally ended. I was really shocked as what I saw. I can't believe that Dry Spiny killed the critters, Mia, and Dark Bowser. I really got very angry as I was about to remove the video. I then tapped the delete button and video got removed. That night, I really cannot sleep because of the video what I watch, and I had nightmares about Dry Spiny was about to kill me while I'm sleeping. Now guys, if you see this alternate ending video on YouTube, don't watch it and you'll gotta have nightmares, just like I